So today's the first call with Coach Natasha for 2025, and we're going to go over how I've been feeling this week in particular. I've been feeling a little bit under the weather, so the workouts have been changing a little bit. But overall, I want to talk to her about how I've been feeling physically to really make sure to see if I'm ready to do a marathon or not, and whether or not it's even important to do one right now, because to be completely honest, I don't think I'm anywhere near close to a sub-3 marathon. I really didn't get a proper prep, and the main goals for this year is to qualify for World Championships for Ironman, for both 70.3 and the full distance. So throwing in potentially 2 marathons might be a stupid idea, but we'll see what she says and if that's going to affect our ability to hit those Ironman goals this year. So first call of the year, let's go.
Hey Chris.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing really good. I mean, doing as good as I can possibly be right now, but yeah, overall good. Which I wanted to ask you about. Is it even worth doing it at this point?
No. Good. No, it's not.
Yeah, because I don't want to waste bullets. Because I mean, the big goal is qualifying. I was even gonna ask you, is it even worth doing LA? I really want to do that race, but. Yeah. Is it going to take away from Oceanside, even if even if I'm in zone 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Just such a big load on the body. Yeah. It's a marathon. It's, there's a difference between getting in and out and running 2.5 hours. But once you get in the ballpark of, now you're running 3.5 hours, and that's you running an 8-minute pace, right? And you're not going to do that. You're probably going to run longer because we just want to be comfortable. And now you're on your feet for 4 hours. So It really does. It really is going to hurt you. And that's on the good side, is that you do this long run and you're probably sit back about 4 days, 5 days. But worst case scenario, I mean, you hurt yourself.
All right. I mean, no biggie. It's just, I usually start out the years with marathons, but I want to be more strategic this year.
Yeah. Something you can do, Chris, that does make sense is you go in and you race half marathon of it. If you're I want to go and be a part of it, just go run the half, go run half the distance and then just drop.
So you're saying do the full marathon and drop out at 13 miles is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. Yeah,
because you paid it, so might as well go and do, because events are fun and exciting, and you get to run with thousands of people versus yourself. Yeah. So you will actually run a really great training run that day, and support it, and then just cut it at that point and get an Uber back to the start.
Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, cool. I do have a pretty stable strength background. Are you fine with doing from what I've heard, Jonah talks a lot about doing no more than 5x5s, keeping volume low and actually keeping weight higher, just to get that stimulus on the muscles. Are you fine with doing that?
Absolutely. That's what we do on our Wednesday, or your Thursday.
Okay.
But it's on Wednesday, train aerobic. So when we do that heavier lifting day, that's also that's similar to what we do with that heavier lifting, be it the deadlifts and squats. And so I'm a big fan of that. Okay. Something we can experiment with, because strength being a factor, and I've adjusted it with someone else's training program, is putting the hard days together. And so it's doing strength actually on the day that you do running. So you do your hard run workout in the morning, you do the heavier lifting strength in the afternoon, the way it's currently is actually designed.
Other than that, I mean, getting back on track, I think it just takes a little bit of time. So just staying patient.
Yeah, it does. Set a new baseline, a new foundation that now we got to stack on it. So it's just, again, putting all the supportive practices in place, knowing we got to be better across the board, and take inventory every week of what did I do well, what did I not? Yeah. And I think your thing is, when do you do your workouts? You need to be doing it when you can show up fully present, fully energized, and not wait till the end of the day where you're showing up off person, right? Yeah. So it's just play around with that until you find the perfect schedule for what we're going to do, and then you just nail it every time.
Okay. We have enough time to realistically get that time down to like 4:30, 4:35, right? Like 3.5 months, 4 months, or
Yeah,
is that pushing it?
No, it's going to require, like, now moving forwards, that there's no blips.
Yeah.
It's essentially perfect execution, you know.
Okay.
So it's just fully getting dialed in. You know, at this point, it's like it's one thing to go from 6 hours to 5 hours. You know, you can get there with decent execution. For you to go 5 hours to 4:30, like, it is now requires that much more specificity and work, and so
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Okay, but I mean, we're gonna go for it. The worst case scenario is you slightly miss it, but without that big goal on the schedule, it's not gonna require you to level up.
Yeah.
And that's what we needed. And then that's gonna launch pad you into another level that, okay, if we don't hit it right now at this goal, well, you're just a few months away, you know. But
Yeah.
had we not set these practices in place, you're just never gonna get there.
Yeah, I agree.
So, okay.
Cool. All right. Thanks for the call.
It helps that you're not doing a marathon anymore. So I'm gonna take an 18-mile run. You will just do a shorter run.
Yeah.
And then let's get through the week. Base training next week. We'll start to build off.
I would love to attempt a sub 3 at some point. Maybe that's November, December, after everything. Like, I loved how after Ironman Arizona, like, the confidence was like so high, and I didn't even have a marathon prep. I was like, I could run like a 3:05 right now.
Yes.
But that like dipped off like very quickly, like a couple weeks later. So maybe just future plan for something like that this year.
No, absolutely. It's just you have to have the right timing. You know, these are just the wrong time with the goals you have for Oceanside.
Yeah.
But the right timing, split from a specific race, absolutely.
Okay.
Like, you have that potential.
Cool. Alrighty. Sounds good.
Also,
Thanks for the call.
Schedule whenever you need to chat.
All right.
It's helpful.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
Bye.
Take care.
Slip off your dress, baby, so I can slip off your dress, baby, so I can
You know it's your home to party. We gotta show up and fuck up the party. We gotta show up and work out the hardest. Throwing that out, gotta show us somebody. 3, 2, 1, dialing, then whipping the body. Strip on the live, strip all of that. Got out that alley, turned into a Mozzie. She see a thotty, then you feel like Dottie. Then you feel like chocolate while spinning like Pablo. Killing these bitches like Griselda Blanco. We on the west side, a gun in the Tahoe. Jesus, please on me, watch out for Diablo. Joe got Gosemi and you at it. She got him psyching like Kodak.
Alright, so the reality is I'm still a little bit under the weather, and I still have a lot of work to do. I just feel so slow in the water. I don't know what the hell happened, but I feel very, very slow. And like, I'm gonna trust the process, obviously, but man, I only took a few weeks off, and I don't know if my body's just still recovering or just I lose it really quickly. But damn, I'm slow, and we got a lot of work to do this year. We'll figure it out. We just got to stay positive and keep stacking those days, keep winning those days.
Hello, big man.
What's up, man? How's it going?
Not too bad, thank you. Not too bad. How are you?
Doing good. It's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. Pleasure. I love that you've still got the Christmas tree up.
Yeah, we're leaving it up for a little bit longer.
Nice, man.
Cool, man.
Looking forward to work with you, man.
Appreciate it, brother. Thanks for the call.
Take care, man.
Take care. So this will be year number 4 of doing Ironmans. And the pinnacle of any Ironman is the World Championships, specifically Kona, Hawaii. That is the pinnacle of all races. So anybody who enters the sport and does Ironmans, everybody wants to race in Kona. The thing is you have to qualify to get to Kona. So every race throughout the year will have a certain amount of slots that they will give out to qualify for Kona. So you have to race really well in order to get a qualifying spot to race in Kona. That's the only way that you can race. And the same goes for 70.3. Now the World Championships this year for 2025 for the 70.3 is in Marbella, Spain. I feel like I've gotten my first year under my belt of really pushing my true potential. And I just want to continue to push that limit in 2025 and see if we can qualify for the 70.3 World Championships and the full distance World Championships. Now, the Kona race isn't until 2026, and the 70.3 World Championships in Marbella, Spain is at the end of the year in November. So with that being said, I need a 70.3 race early on in 2025 to have a chance to qualify for that World Championship, which is the reason why we are doing Oceanside in April. Typically, I don't do any of my races till the back half of the year, but we need to get these races in early so I can get a qualifying spot for the end of the year in Spain. Now, I think qualifying for me personally, it's just a testament to all the hard work that I put in over the past few years. And I think just getting to be in that position is a big accomplishment as is. So I always set massive goals for myself, and that doesn't stop here in 2025. So we have a lot of work to do, especially in the 70.3 department for this race coming up in April. But that's what I love to do, set out for myself. So we're gonna make it happen. So because I've been feeling like shit this week, the workout's pretty chill. It's just an hour and 15 minutes in zone 2. But we're gonna do, starting in about 10 seconds, 4 minutes, 160 watts, 4 minutes, 175 watts, 5 minutes, 190 watts, 5 minutes, 205 watts, and repeat that 3 times, 175, 190, 205. So that's the goal for today's workout. I really just want to make sure my heart rate stays within normal range. That's kind of been the weird outlier here with me being a little bit under the weather, is my heart rate has been super high. And that's what we're trying to get back on track. So why am I naming this series Manifest Your Dreams? It's very simple. I'm setting the big goals to qualify for World Championships, meanwhile growing a clothing brand that is all about manifesting whatever you want in life through hard work, faith, vision, and just outworking everybody. So I figured, why not 2025 is the year that I showcase all of it. I really want to show what it takes to qualify for a World Championship, grow a brand, share the meaning of LOA, to have an abundance mindset, to manifest the things you want in life. And I feel like sharing that message through living that, I want to be the leader of what I'm creating. That's what the series is about, manifesting your dreams. For me, that's chasing Ironman World Championships and building this big legacy brand. So with that being said, this is episode 1. I am stoked that you guys are here, and I can't wait to share more on the journey of what it takes to qualify for World Championships, become an Ironman World Championship qualifier, and build this community that I have envisioned for such a long time. So I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.